this program of my work over the past year and a half. Thank you for coming and for supporting my ongoing performing journey.
Yes.
I will begin by doing a monologue from the film Ants. All my life I've lived and worked in the big city, which now that I think of it is a problem since I always feel uncomfortable around crowds. I mean it. I have this fear of enclosed spaces. Everything makes me feel trapped all the time. You know, I always tell myself there's gotta be something better out there, but maybe I think too much. I think everything must go back to the fact that I had a very anxious childhood. You know, my mother never had time for me. You know, when you're the middle child in a family of 5 million, you don't really have attention. I mean, how's that possible? My job. Don't get me started on it because it really annoys me. I was not cut out to be a worker, I'll tell you right now. I feel physically inadequate. My whole life, I've never been able to lift 10 times my own body weight. And when you get down to it, handling dirt is not my idea of a rewarding career. I know I'm supposed to do everything for the colony, but what about my needs? What about me? The whole system out there just makes me feel insignificant. Now I will be doing a monologue from your good man, Charlie Brown.
Ooh.
I think lunchtime is about the worst time of day for me. Always having to sit here alone. Of course, sometimes mornings aren't so pleasant either. Waking up and wondering if anyone would really miss me if I never got out of bed. Then there's the night too. Lying there and thinking about all the stupid things I've done during the day. And all those hours in between when I do all those stupid things. Well, lunchtime is among the worst times of the day for me. Well, I guess I'd better see what I've got. Ugh, peanut butter. Some psychiatrists say that people who eat peanut butter sandwiches are lonely. Huh, I guess they're right. They're really lonely. The peanut butter sticks to the roof of your mouth. There's a cute little redhead girl eating her lunch over there. I wonder what she would do if I went over and asked her if I could sit and have lunch with her. She'd probably laugh right in my face. It's hard on the face when it gets laughed in. There's an empty place next there on the bench. There's no reason why I couldn't just go over and sit there. I could do that right now. All I have to do is stand up. I'm standing up! I'm sitting down. I'm a coward. I'm so much of a coward. She wouldn't even think of looking at me. She hardly ever does look at me. In fact, I can't remember her ever looking at me. Why shouldn't she look at me? Is there any reason why she shouldn't look at me? Is she so great and I'm so small that she can't spare one little moment? She's looking at me! She's looking at me! This monologue is from the play Almost Maine. You lie so bad you're mad at me, but you don't tell me even when I ask you over and over and No! You don't know how to tell me what you feel like about me, so I never know where I am, where I stand. Maybe that's why I go away, so I can know where I am for a second. And you know what? It's lonely there too where I go. And you sent me there. You went away a long time before I did. And now all you do is lie. You do. You say you're not mad, but you're mad. You say you'll have fun, but you didn't. You didn't have fun tonight, did you? But you kept saying you did. Well, I had a rotten, lousy time. And now, a monologue from the play Tartuffe. Madam, no happiness is so complete as when from lips we love come words so sweet. Their nectar floods my every sense and drains in honeyed rivulets through all my veins. To please you is my joy, my only goal. Your love is the restorer of my soul. And yet, I must beg leave now to confess some lingering doubts as to my happiness. Might this not be a trick? Might not the catch be that you wish me to break off the match with Marianne, and so have feigned to love me? I shan't quite trust your fond opinion of me until the feelings you've expressed so sweetly are demonstrated somewhat more concretely. This monologue is from the film Waiting for Guffman. I love to make people laugh, and I've been doing it since, school. People ask me, were you, or you must have been the class clown. And I say, no, I wasn't. But I sat beside the class clown, and I studied him and saw how he made people laugh. And so I picked some things up, and, at parties and family functions, I have to say I love, breaking people up. So there's a thing I think I got an entertaining bug from my grandfather, Hein Holgut, who was very, very big in the Yiddish theater back in New York. He was in the sardonically irreverent, Dibbik Schmimik, I said more ham. And that review, I believe, was 1914. And that review is what made him famous. Incidentally, the song, Bubby Made Kishka, came from that review. My father, bless him, brought me into the business. This was his dental practice, and I joked with my wife that, at that point, that's when the money started rolling in, Brave making, more wampum to buy pelts. One happy squaw in wigwam, happy as mongoose. That is, of course, from Johnny Carson, who, one of my heroes in a very funny bit. Finally, I will be performing Shakespeare's Sonnet 27. Weary with toil, I haste me to my bed. The deer posed for limbs with travel tired. But then begins a journey in my head to work my mind when body's works expired. For then my thoughts from far where I abide intend a zealous pilgrimage to thee, and keep my drooping eyelids open wide, looking on darkness which the blind do see, save that my soul's imaginary sight presents thy shadow to my sightless view, which like a jewel hung in ghastly night makes black night beauteous and her old face new. Lo thus, by day my limbs, by night my mind, for thee and for myself no quiet find.